Qwen 3.8 has recently dropped, but it requires massive GPUs to run locally. But developer community is quick to release a smaller versions, as we already have a 9 billion, 4 billion, or even a 2 billion distillation, which you can run on everyday laptop. And today I'm going to be testing the 2 billion version by giving it some different datasets and the textual data to see its reasoning powers and the final audit report that it can generate. If you are new to the channel, welcome back to Build with AI series, where I cover local AI free tools and models and build practical AI projects with them. And today's focus is the Emperor AI distillations for the Qwen 3.8 model, where they have taken the 2.4 trillion model as the teacher and trained smaller student 9 billion, 4 billion, and 2 billion models. So you can run all of these tiny models on even your low-end hardwares. The main highlight is the 2 billion parameter version, which was designed specifically for extremely weak and basic hardware, as the entire file just takes a 1.3 GB of memory footprint, so you can easily run on CPU-only devices on 2 GB to 4 GB of RAM, generating 30 to 60 tokens per second. And next up is the 4 billion mid-size student model, which gives you a sweet balance between the speed and size, as the model size is 2.5 GB big, but it excels at answering complex questions and summarizing long files, so you get reliable offline analysis without needing any expensive graphic cards. But if you want serious horsepower locally, you can go for the 9 billion and the 27 billion versions, which are the smartest and the most capable in this lineup, as it can handle multi-step logical agentic challenges while running completely local on your machines. Now before going into the architecture of this model, I'm going to be downloading the 2 billion version, so you can go to their official Emperor AI page on the HuggingFace community and download any version that you find suitable on your setup. And you can either go for their base versions, which will have the different tensor files, or you can directly download the single compressed GGUF files using these 3 different options. So let's say I'm going for the 2 billion GGUF version. I have different quantization options also. So let's say if I want to go for the 2 billion and 4-bit quantization, the amount of graphic card that I will be needing is 2 times 4 by 8, as the number of billion parameters is 2 billion and the quantization I'm going is 4-bit. So I get 2 times 4, which is 8 by 8, 1 times 1.2 for the conversation overhead. So total 1.2 GB of VRAM is required to run that model. And as I have a 4 GB of VRAM available in this local setup, I will be able to run this model easily. But as the memory requirement is just 1.2 GB, you can even run it directly on your CPU or RAM. So to download this particular version, we just need to click on this download button and place our single GGUF file in our project folder. So now while the model is downloading, let us look at how these smaller brains were actually built. First, the creators gathered 30,000 high-quality reasoning examples, which directly came from the massive 2.4 trillion teacher model, which will provide the rich step-by-step reasoning traces of this model so the student models can replicate the same. And in second step, all the smaller models studied this exact identical dataset, so every single student model is learning from the same source material, keeping the deep reasoning engine consistent across the different sizes. And in third step, they deep tuned every single layer of each smaller model, so in a way they adjusted all the network connections in the smaller models to replicate the teacher perfectly. And finally, they compressed all of these models into lightweight deployable formats of GGUF files, which makes them super easy to load on our consumer hardware. But keep in mind that this is an independent passionate project done by the Emperor AI team, so these are not the official releases from the Alibaba Q1 core team. So as these are not fully tested by the developer community and detailed benchmarks are also not out yet, so I would advise against passing some private data or sensitive company informations to these models yet. But we can still test these on some self projects. Like here, I'm going to give them 3 different tasks, where in the first task they have to take a stock trading data and give me a full financial report with all the trading risk signals. So the input to the model will be a dummy stock information of an Nvidia stock, and the prompt would be that you are an AI trading assistant. First, the model should output the full thinking block so we can know the entire step-by-step reasoning that it took, and then output a fully formatted JSON trading signal object with all the keys for the stock tracker, the action that it is recommending, what is the confidence score, the entry target, stop loss, and the rationale for the prediction. And basis this structured JSON, we are going to make the report for this task directly. And in second task, it has to take a local transaction CSV, which has different AWS cloud transactions with the amount of transaction and also status, whether they are approved, pending, or flagged for review. So the model has to analyze the full CSV transaction records and then identify all the suspicious and unverified over budget charges, giving us key audit observations about all these transactions. So I'm going to be passing the full transaction CSV records, and whatever response the model gives, we are going to make a structured report. And finally, we are going to test whether it is able to do a multi-step code debugging, where I'm going to give a simple Python function, which is just calculating the sum of latency list and calculate the average using the total sum and the length of the list. But here there could be many errors, like let's say if the latency list is empty, this length would be 0, so there could be a 0 division error. So that's where this model has to inspect this full Python function and give a full reasoning block explaining all the runtime crashes that could happen, and then provide the corrected safe Python code. So again, the raw response along with some headers and subtitles will be returned from this function. So first I'm going to be loading the model by some functions on top. So here I'm going for that same 2b4-bit quantization, which I've kept in this models folder here. And the code will first take that GGUF file and register that model in the Ollama directory, so we can directly send the request to our local Ollama URL. So the model will be registered first in this Qwen 3.8 local name, and the same model name along with the prompt for the given particular use case will be sent to the Ollama request. So once we get all these responses, I'm just going to be taking all the outputs from the different functions with the header and subtitle for the active model and the GGUF file path that it is taking, and saving everything in a markdown report in this outputs.md file. So these kind of markdown files you can directly review, as these are visual text files, or you can even pass them on to the other AI tools. Now to run the whole engine, you just need to go to terminal and send python main.py command. While the model is generating the response, let us look at the key benchmark numbers that the creators have provided. So here they have compared the 3.8 distilled models against the base models of 3.5 version, and we can see that even the smallest 2 billion parameter version has a massive jump in the pure intelligence test, as it gains 26% boost in the reasoning power. And the hardware requirements are also really low, as we can directly run this on CPU only devices and even Raspberry Pi devices or mobile phones with 2GB to 4GB of RAM. And the other versions as well, let's say the 9V flagship student, is also gaining 20% boost in the complex step-by-step thinking quality, and it can already rival the large cloud systems while staying completely lean with just 9 billion parameters. Now we can check the final outputs as the pipeline is executed. So for the task 1, it has given the full thinking process, that the price increase is indicating a strong positive market sentiment, a jump in the chiplet demand is a massive bullish catalyst, so finally it is giving a buy strong signal with a 90% confidence score, and also given some target price points for entry, stop loss or profit booking. And then it has given the generated trade signal payload with all the different metrics and the rationale that high volume breakout paired with 300% YOY fundamental demand surge is leading to a strong buy recommendation in the predicted action. Then we have the task 2, where it had to do the audit on the transactions data. So it has inspected 6 expense records across the different categories, and it identified an anomaly that there was a transaction on 14 August marked as flag, and the transaction also has $850, which exceeds the 500 threshold for unverified single charges. Then it has given the summary table for the flag transaction. There is a key audit takeaway as well, that it requires immediate verification of cloud API credentials, and final cumulative expenditure across all the records is this much dollars. So it is able to identify the anomaly in our transaction data and also be able to do some aggregations and some audit takeaways basis our data. And finally, it had to analyze the given Python code, where I can see that it is identified that if the latence list is empty, the length will return 0, triggering an unhandled 0 division error. So to do the fix, it has to add a defensive guard clause that if the latency list is empty, then just return 0. So it is able to identify the small issue and also give us the final Python code with also some comments added for documentation, and also why it has added this particular code. So it is able to perform well enough on the 3 tasks that I had given across different dimensions, but you still have to be aware about the developer experience before using this model in your real world use cases. As if we talk about the plus points, the CPU only execution is still giving 30 to 60 tokens per second, which seems really instant and seamless. But still you have to remember some gotchas, like they are claiming that it can run on 2GB of RAM, but it would be tight for the operating systems of mobile phones, so at least 4GB of system RAM is recommended even for a 2 billion parameter model. And this architecture requires latest updates, so if you are using llama.cpp, just ensure that the local execution engine is fully updated before you use these models. And the model can give the thinking tags in the output, so just ensure that you remove all of these before presenting the final answers to the end users. So that was it for the breakdown of Qwen 3.8 distillation, which makes powerful local AI reasoning possible on hardware with just 4GB of RAM. As usual, all the code files and the README file with step-by-step instruction on how you can download all of these models and set up in your system will be available in GitHub link in description and pinned comments, so you can directly follow along all the steps, copy the code file, and get started with the project easily. Let me know in comments if you want me to build more local AI projects, and follow the channel for more such AI builds, updates, and workflows.